Set, ready to go. We have got Code Black Gaming against 3D. Let's see how this one goes. We know that, or if I'm not mistaken, is Code Black... Yeah, Code Black... I can't remember exactly where they're from. I want to say India. I remember casting them before, and I can't remember. But... their ping is incredibly high, and I respect them massively for even playing on this ping, because it's really not, for anyone that has played on a ping above like 140, it's really not easy. And BVB Steph getting the game underway here. S4 RNG champ. This man has really been hitting up the rumble. I respect it. Now we've got to do our customary tag check, where we basically just look at everyone's tags in the lobby. We've got a plat tournament winner. I respect using that. RNG champ, 3D tournament winner. Rockin' roller. I've never seen that one. Alright. Dexter Smoke missing out on that one as the double commit comes out. And fortunately that comes out of defensive third and into the midfield, but Dexter's going to look to return that one, passing it to his teammates so they both jump, but at least one of them hits the ball, and ultimately that's the main thing. You hear a lot of these people going, oh, double commits are bad, but really, as long as the right touch is made and like it isn't a bad touch and people can follow it up, then whilst it's not great, it's still not terrible. And sometimes you have to as well. People don't realise that. Sometimes you do have to double commit. And Vizirian looking to get this ball into the midfield. Looking to get a second goal here for 3D as the ball pops up high in front of the Code Black net. And Steph looking to get the ball onto the backboard. And Vizirian finds the back of the net. Doubling the lead here. S5 champ tournament winner. It's a good shot as well, just reading that bounce so much faster than his opponents. And Steph losing that kickoff into the back right. That's not a bad move. A very common kickoff strategy, actually. You alright, Aiton? How you doing, man? And Accuser looking to stand underneath this ball and taking some time, although Dexter Smoke denying that time, and Vizirian looking to pop that one down into the net. Couldn't quite, and follow-up just wasn't the touch that was probably required in that situation, and left them now on the back foot as Dexter waiting in the net, waiting for a touch, waiting to see what happens, and a very awkward touch, ends up getting it around his teammate, but at the end of the day, it ends up working out as Vizirian gets a third goal here for 3D, and Accuser just didn't know quite what to do with that one. You know, Mox, I remember that. I remember that time. That was interesting. It's Dexter looking to pop that one into the midfield. And the whiff coming out from both parties here as Steph looking to boom that ball high on target. And that's going to be in. And Steph finding the back of the net. No, we can't. No, we can't. we cannot have me doing Cristiano Ronaldo impressions on stream. That's not. Maybe I can be convinced if enough people want me to do it. I might. Although I don't know. Don't fancy it right now. If enough people can convince me, then maybe. One of the greatest that has ever graced this pitch has returned. Oh god. Oh god. Structural regret managing to boom that ball downfield, and honestly, one of the rare times that this ball has even left the blue half, and Viserion looking for the shot, and Maverick's able to save. And Structural Regret jumping over his teammate's head, but got a good touch on that one with a lot of power. Accuser putting Viserion under enough pressure to throw the ball away, as Structural Regret now looking to get the ball into the midfield. And Steph able to get a good touch on that one, and Accuser wasn't quite expecting that. And Mavericks turning underneath the ball, getting bumped by Accuser, although the double commit coming out, although it almost finds its way into the back of the net. There's Regret waiting here, waiting just to see what happens as Mavericks pushes up a little bit too far as last man. And can Dexter finish? Couldn't quite. The nice shot coming out. A bit of toxicity maybe. The Structural Regret putting that ball on target, although it wasn't really too threatening. As Dexter looks for the shot, couldn't quite, and Mavericks misreading that bounce as Structural Regret able to put the ball into the midfield, and it's going to be followed up, although followed up only by a whiff. Mavericks just waiting to see what happens with this play, as BVP Steph couldn't quite find the double tap, and Regret able to clear that one. It was a good follow-up attempt, to be fair, from the 3D attacker, but wasn't threatening enough, as Dexter able to get the shot on target, and Structural Regret with the own goal, spamming sorry, recognizing he's made a mistake here. Dexter Smoke. It was a good shot, to be fair. It did enough to put some doubt into the mind of the defender. And Steph looking to take this one downfield. Maybe looking for one more. Maybe looking to add insult to injury. Although Viserion keeping that ball up high, keeping it alive as Dexter pops it up. All that's left is a finishing touch, although that wasn't coming. And 3D win game number 1 in quite, well, very convincing fashion, that's for sure. Honestly, I couldn't really think of a more convincing way to start a series. So we now change map, ready for game number 2. I just realised I've left the music on in the background, though you couldn't really hear it during the game, but I'll turn it off now. Dexter, I want a child from you. I think they're from US. No, they're from they're not from US. If I scroll up far enough, I could tell you. Yeah, well, their time zone is Indian Standard Time, so if they're not from India, then they'll be somewhere very near it. And I almost did my once per stream accidentally autoing onto one of the teams. I managed to avoid that one. How is the volume of everything? The Structural Regret is US for sure. I watched the tracker. Who knows? Who knows? All I know is that Accuser's from, or that he said Indian Standard Time to me when I last organised a game with him. Steph looking to take control here. And dribbling it round as well. One has the Indian flag. I'm not really looking that closely at their cars, Ethan. I'm not going to lie to you. There's Regret looking to clear it only as far as Dexter, who almost put that one on target. And Steph looking for the double tap. And got it down low, and the double commit came out from the defense, but it was able to be cleared, and that's the important thing. 3D gaming viewers are dominating the chat. They are indeed. Nothing wrong with it though. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. I'd much rather a chat dominated by one team of viewers than no viewers at all. You represent Wickham. Nice. Nice one, Aiton. Nice. There's Viserion putting that ball across, and Dark Revenge able to get the ball into the middle, and Dexter able to boom it downfield and wasn't quite on target. Regret able to boom this ball down. Dexter able to clear, and Regret booming it across. And this doesn't look too one-sided, to be fair, and the start of game number 1, really just the whole of game number 1, was just so one-sided, whereas this is just a lot more back and forth. The team's definitely working to score their first goal and working a lot harder than they did in game number 1. Suhadia waiting for this ball to go into the midfield. A triple commit from the defense, although not the worst thing in the world. They all cover different options, and that's going to find the back of the net. Structural Regret finds the net, and that will be the first goal of the game for Code Black. If I'm not mistaken, also the first goal of the series. Definitely a good time to get your first one out the way. Who knows, maybe the floodgates might open as Regret with the save. One guy's from India, one is from US, the third I don't know. That's an interesting combination then. And Viserion looking to put that one in field, couldn't quite. Although stalling in the corner to really good effect there. It really took Code Black a very long time to get rid of the ball, although Dark Revenge almost getting the shot on target. And Dexter on the counter-attack ties up game number 2. Dexter just beating Suhadia to the ball, and it just finds the back of the net completely open. 3D tying up the game, and that's really what they're going to want. Every team's obviously going to want the sweep. So if you're a fan of 3D, I'm sure you're definitely going to be a fan of that goal. There's Revenge looking to get this ball on target. Almost getting there, and Suhadia getting the ball into the midfield. As Regret jumps up for it, couldn't quite get it on target, and Dark Revenge left momentarily alone in defence, although turns that one around very nicely and gets the bump whilst putting the ball in the net, and Dark Revenge restores the lead for Code Black. Excellent counter-attacking play. Steph just wanted the boost, and Revenge just wanted the goal. 3D fans, whenever Orange scores, please say Sue! Thanks. There we go. I said it, Aiton. I said it. Are you happy now? Are you happy? I said it. Are you happy? You better be happy. I didn't just do that for nothing. Clipped, of course. Of course. Wouldn't expect anything else. With Steph looking to get the counter-attack going. The pass almost perfect there, as the shot that came off it was very powerful. As Viserion looks for the shot, couldn't quite get a good follow-up on it, as Dark Revenge able to save. Steph popping that ball up. Dexter turning around, looking to take his time here, and that's an important thing to do in 3v3. A lot of people get caught up in the boomer ball style of play, where sometimes it is good to take your time, as long as you have the time. Evil Geniuses, welcome to the chat. I don't remember seeing your name, so if you've spoken in chat and I've just completely missed that, that's my bad. I apologise. Aiton clipping, of course. Why am I not surprised? Viserion, that ball finding its way into the back of the net here, as both players went up for the aerial challenge and whiffed. Like I said last game, that is known as a whifty. And they happen in Rocket League probably more frequently than 50-50s, in all honesty. Suhadia winning that kickoff, although Steph equal to it. Regret looking to launch an offense here. And here we go. The chat spam of Sues is incoming. And Regret able to put the ball downfield, and Viserion clipped again. Why are you clipping it for a second time? That's just unnecessary. Structural regret. Clearing that one. Only as far as the opposition, though, as Viserion pops that ball high. It's a chance for Steph. Hitting the ball down. And that's going to be bouncing in front of the net. Somehow hit the crossbar. And Regret able to boom it. And that might just hit the ground. It's stayed up. Is Justin lurking in this lobby? Justin? Is this Rocket League? That is the question. I can confirm, no, this is not Rocket League. Shogun, you can calm down. This is not Rocket League. It is not Justin. We can all calm down. Was Steph able to put this ball downfield? And equal to it was Regret. Dark Revenge, maybe again unintentional touch there, although worked out okay. And the boom downfield, is Steph able to stop that one going too far? Turns away from it though. Viserion panicking and jumping for it. Although he's going to be back in time for this one. Wins that challenge very convincingly. Opponent didn't even get a piece. Although that aerial was a bit less convincing. As Dexter getting up there nice and quickly. Structural regret with a boomer downfield. Viserion reacts just in time to keep that one out. And this overtime, very, very end-to-end here as Dexter sending it down the line. And structural regret looking for the clear, although it goes across rather than away. And that just invites Steph for the shot. Gets the follow-up, although Suhadia somehow getting a very awkward touch on that ball. And shut it. Oh my god. I didn't see that one coming, I'm not going to lie. And Regret getting dunked on by Viserion as Dark Revenge looking to jump and avoid the demo, and luckily for him the ball avoided the net. And Revenge booming that ball up. And this overtime looking very, very tense. I don't think either side wants to concede here. Regret gets the 50-50, but just went very high, but didn't really go anywhere as Revenge gets a touch on the ball, and Viserion gets a pop over. This might be an open net, and Viserion finds the back of the net, sealing the overtime. And we will find that that is a 2-game lead here. And they've done it, they've qualified to the conference league. Aiton, just because they can do what your beloved Tottenham can't do, you know, that's all I can say. Speaking of Tottenham, I just want to laugh. I support Chelsea, and I just want to laugh at that cup semi-final. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do when I see Aiton's name. And I should probably change the map really quick. Let's do Utopia Coliseum Dusk. So here we have 3D on match point when this third game starts. Although what I would like to point out is that game was a lot closer than game number 1. And they are sticking with the same roster. And yeah, as my Nightbot has nicely pointed out, I've made a Google feedback form. You can give me feedback. You can tell me in the chat. You can tell me whatever way you want. You can do it in the form. You can even troll me if you want in that form. But please, if you have the time to quickly fill it out and just answer the questions. It's stuff like, what do you think I could maybe do better as a caster? Why do or maybe you don't enjoy the stream? Stuff like that. Just so I can gauge what the viewers want to see and what, well, just people in general want to see out of my casting. Because after all, this content is nothing without its viewers. And Dexter had a pretty good view of that one as Viserion with the flick. The Dominus just really getting underneath that ball, able to scoop underneath it. The defender was not expecting that one. And here we go, incoming spam. Incoming. There's Steph looking for the air dribble, just air rolling underneath the ball, but had no boost to follow it up. And that's going to find its way into the middle as Sahadia almost had a shot as Regret pops that ball in field, and Sahadia jumps for it. Couldn't quite get the shot on target. Voice crack. That you can actually control having a voice crack, you know, guys. It is possible. It is entirely possible to control a voice crack. It is entirely possible. Just like to point that one out. Whether or not I did control that one is up to you guys, but I just want to... You can't do it. That's controlled. That's controlled. There you go. I can control it. That's just your normal voice. Wow, that's a bit harsh. Dexter, getting this game back to its normal trend. You took off your mic filters. Okay. Okay. I'm being bullied. There's this man in my chat called Tiz Aiton, and he's got a green sword, and he's bullying me. Harry Kane. To be fair, Aiton, my watch parties of football matches are quite funny. I think the Kai Havertz clip was a genuine voice crack. That was a genuine voice crack. That one, that was hilarious. Jorginho on top. Yeah, Jorginho's classmate. Dexter finding the back of the net, extending the lead one step further. Look at that, into the top shelf. Everyone's now putting their favourite footballer in chat. Aiton has now gone from bullying me to bullying the viewers. That's better. That's it, Aiton. That's how a mod is meant to behave. Can we join mid-game? No, you can't. The rules are you can only make substitutions between games, even if someone disconnects. And that ball finally swings to the back of the net as Dexter getting a shot on target from range again. No one ready for it on the defense as Sahadia just couldn't quite reach it. Mavericks leaving the game. I believe Mavericks will have DC'd, if I had to guess. Which means this game will have to be played as a 2v3 unless someone has just joined without... I mean, I'll let it slide if the other team let it slide. But the rules say that you... Oh wait, I just realised. That's the same players that are playing. It's just someone that left the match that was spectating. I understand now. I momentarily turned into an idiot. Actually, that's a lie. I'm always an idiot. There's Viserion looking to turn that play around, and Dexter looked for the long shot, and they've been pretty successful for him in this series as Steph equal to that shot. Oh god, that is probably one of the most tragic jokes I've ever seen in chat. Regret. Finding his way onto the ceiling here, although I'm not really too sure how you end up on the ceiling in that situation. And the ball's found its way into the middle, and anyone there to follow up. Regret able to boom that ball away as Viserion there to keep the pressure up. With Steph putting that ball down, hoping for a follow-up, but didn't get one. Oh god, Aiton, that's a violation. That's a violation. And Viserion losing out on that 50-50. It probably wasn't the most ideal outcome. You want your 50-50s really to go in the direction of your teammates and not your opponents. And it's probably a good chance to segue into that bit of advice, is a lot of people seem to think that winning a 50-50 or winning a kickoff is just a 50-50, right? But a lot of people seem to think that winning a 50-50 is just the ball goes forwards. Whereas a lot of the time, that's actually bad for you. Winning a 50-50 is the ball going in a position that gives you an advantage. Whether that advantage is the ball going into the back of someone's net or in a threatening position. That way, yeah, the ball going forwards is good. But if it goes backwards, it's not necessarily a bad thing as long as it goes to your teammates. A bit like that touch just there. That was a much better touch than what would have happened, because it ended up going to his teammate. And the shot coming out, and that's probably going to seal the deal here. 13 seconds left, and I don't see a 5-goal comeback coming. As Viserion signing this game off with a nice redirect into the back of the net. Dexter losing out on that kickoff. Again, another example of where the ball didn't go forwards in a 50-50, but you still win the interaction, so to speak. If that's one thing that maybe you didn't know that you can take away from this stream, then take that away. It's a very, very important tip in ranked. Although that does confirm a second sweep of the day in favour of 3D.